There are about 70 days left before 2024 starts. And are you going to spend those days doing the same thing that's proven to not work for you? Or are you going to pivot, reinvent yourself, and change what isn't working so that you can actually start seeing results? I mean, which one is it gonna be? Hey you guys, it's Elise. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by to watch this video. So here's the thing with reinventing yourself. You really have to have a hard conversation with yourself about what's working and what isn't working. And if you clicked on this video, chances are you're just dying for a change. And in this video, I wanna share with you guys 5 different things that I'm going to be doing to help reinvent myself before the new year starts. First thing that you're gonna wanna do to reinvent yourself is establish your daily non-negotiables. And honestly, y'all, it is quite self-explanatory, but I'm gonna break it down for you anyway, sis. That's what we're here for. I'm talking, these are daily things that you are not willing to negotiate with yourself. These things you are hard pressed to get them done, honey, okay? These are non-negotiables. These are the things that you are going to do every single day. And it can be 2 things, it can be 3 things. Some of the things could be you're gonna go to the gym every day. That's a non-negotiable for you. You're gonna do your self-care every day. You're gonna make sure that you're doing your skincare every day. You're going to make sure that you read your 10 pages of your personal development. You're gonna journal. You're gonna work on your mindset every day. You're gonna do something to work towards your spiritual journey to get you closer to whatever higher power you believe in. Like whatever it is that is going to get you closer to being your higher self. I'll give you mine. One of my non-negotiables every single day is doing something for my spirituality, whether it's reading my Bible, reading my daily devotional, whether it's doing just simple worship at home, saying my daily prayer. It doesn't matter what it is, just something to feed me spiritually. That is a non-negotiable for me. Another one for me is having my 30 minutes to myself a day. So sometimes that's more, sometimes it could be an hour, sometimes it could be 2 hours, sometimes I go on a whole date by myself if I can. I am a mom of 2, so it isn't the easiest for me to always have time for myself, but I make it a non-negotiable to always have 30 minutes in my day for me. Whether that is to watch a show that I really want to watch, to, work on some edits that I need to do, whether it's to get a workout in for 30 minutes, it doesn't matter what it is, but 30 minutes to do something for me. Like I said, if I can make it more, I make it more, but if I can't, it's 30 minutes. And that is okay. I encourage you guys to really sit down and think about and really figure out what your daily non-negotiables should be. Truly, when they say envision your higher self and show up as that person, what is your higher self doing every single day? What are her habits? What are the things that she does every day that put her closer to reaching those goals? Really practice those things every single day and build a habit out of them. And actually, speaking of habits, that's going to lead me into my second tip. Stop setting goals, start creating habits. Here's where I had to get really, really real with myself and really think to myself, dang, I've been this person for such a long time who just is a serial goal setter. Like, I have a big problem. For the longest time, I've had the biggest problem with sitting down and writing all these big goals for myself, but then I wouldn't act on them. So here's the difference between a goal and a habit. By Google, the definition of a goal is the object of a person's ambition, an aim, or desired results. If you really think about it, a goal isn't something you have. It's something you're aiming towards. And yes, we should all have goals. I'm not saying don't have goals here. Let's not get it twisted. You need goals, okay? So you shouldn't be the person who is just so keen and so focused on setting goals, because you need to actually be doing things every day to get you to those goals. You need to put some action behind those goals, baby girl. They're not just gonna achieve themselves. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the flip side, the definition of a habit is a regular practice or tendency. A goal is something that you are aiming towards that you don't quite have. A habit is something that you are regularly doing every single day, and it's part of your routine, and it's really hard to give that up. So back to my main point, you want to stop setting constant goals and you want to start creating habits. Focus on the habits, not so much on the goal. Example, you want to lose 30 pounds. Great. That's awesome. That's a great goal. It doesn't just stop there. Don't just say to yourself, okay, I want to lose 30 pounds before the year starts. But what are your habits? What are you going to do to get yourself to that point? Now, instead of saying, I want to lose 30 pounds, you should maybe say something like, I'm going to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, and I'm gonna cut back on eating out and eating junk food. Now, that's the difference between a goal and a habit. A goal is something that you just wish to have, a desire, and a habit is you putting it into practice. Now, you working out 3-4 times a week and cutting back on your bad eating, before you know it, you're gonna lose those 30 pounds and then some. And not only that, but the more beautiful thing of a habit is you're gonna establish routines. All right, so the next tip, it could come off a little bit vain, but it's okay. I'm just here to share my tips. Third tip, you're gonna wanna upgrade your look. Yeah, I said it. You're gonna wanna upgrade your look. We are here today and we are all acknowledging that there is something that we are not doing right. Therefore, it is causing us to feel like we need to reinvent ourselves. We need to change something about ourselves in order to reach the person that we want to become. And I guarantee you the person that you wanna become isn't this frumpy person that wears sweats every single day, that doesn't care about what they look like, that wears underwear with holes in them, that constantly looks like they just rolled out of bed, never put a brush or a comb to their hair. Like, I guarantee you the person that you want to become doesn't look like that. And this doesn't mean that you have to always be dolled up every single day, but hey, you know what? Put some effort into how you look. Wake up and do something with your hair in the morning, whether that's slicking it back into a bun because that's all you have time for, that's fine. Take a shower. Don't sit there not showering all day in your pajamas or in your bata or your gown. Like, put some effort into your look because that does something to you mentally. It makes you feel better about yourself. Drawing back to myself because, again, I've had to get real with myself. I am a mom of 2. I had my second baby in December of 2022. My baby's about to be 1. So I am very much, in my postpartum era. So I do feel like at certain points of this year, I lost myself because I was so consumed in motherhood. But I feel like I'm slowly creeping back out of that and I'm trying to step back into myself. But what does that take? It takes effort from my part to want to be better, to want to do better, to want to look better. And I do feel like a lot of times when I look better, I'm more productive. When I wake up in the mornings and I actually get a chance to go take a shower, like, it really sets the tone for my entire day because I feel like, oh damn, I'm clean. Like, girl, you can't tell me nothing. Like, I got deodorant on. Like, I look good. I feel like I can tackle the day. I feel like I can be more productive. So it's truly a psychological thing. But it is so effective to just do a little bit and put a little bit more effort into your daily look. Not only that, but it tells me without telling me that I matter too. Most parents, most mothers can agree. You don't think twice when it comes to your kids. Your kids are out here looking real cute. They got their hair done. They got a cute little outfit. They real showered. They smell good, but then you're looking like dookie. I'm saying that you matter too. Back to the point, upgrade your look, whether that's a monthly nail appointment if you can afford it. And even if you can't, girls, hop on Amazon. There are like gel kits that you can get on there for like $20 with colors and everything, and do your nails once a month. Or go get your hair done, dye your hair. Actually, I'm planning on dyeing my hair. I feel like I need to restart. Going and getting, a wax, whatever it is that you feel like is gonna upgrade, how you look. That's just gonna make you feel so much better. You wanna refine yourself. As an added benefit, the world and everybody around you gets to enjoy the better version of you. It's the little things that you do daily that subconsciously give you that feeling and that sense of abundance. They make you feel like, you really are that woman. You are worth it. You are worth all the really nice things that you want to do for yourself. Okay, so this tip I love, and I really do recommend it, especially if you are the type of person that you are a little bit more introverted. You're a little bit more introverted. You're a little bit more shy. You want to reinvent yourself, but you don't really know how. You don't know how to step into that version of yourself. I'm going to encourage you to create an alter ego. I heard this actually from one of my favorite online mentors. Her name was Jessie Lee Ward, and may she rest in peace because she recently lost her life to stage 4 colon cancer, but she was such a gem. And though she is no longer here on this earth, she left so many valuable nuggets for us to just take in and just learn from. And one of her podcasts was about the power of an alter ego. So if you don't know what an alter ego is, let's look up the definition. Alter ego is a person's secondary or alternative personality. So you're probably thinking to yourself, a second personality? Girl, what you talking about? I really want us to really decouple that because it's so much more than that. Having an alter ego means that you embody a second personality. And in order for you to reinvent yourself and reach a higher version of yourself, you have to really get real with yourself and you have to think, okay, well, what I'm doing now isn't working. I am doing something wrong. And a lot of times that could be us personally, that could be our personalities that just aren't letting us break through and get to where we want to go. And a lot of times I tend to be this person, so I will take full accountability for it. But for the longest time, I've always been very introverted. And though that's kind of hard to believe because I'm over here recording myself and I'm putting myself all over the internet, you're probably thinking, girl, you ain't shy. What are you talking about? No, I am, because it's so easy to record myself here in the comfort of my home, in my element. No one is with me. I'm by myself. This is actually a really introverted thing to do because no one is here. But I promise you, if somebody was around me, I'd be a little bit more awkward. I'd be a little bit more like, okay, like what's going on? Because that's my true personality kicking in. I am a little bit more shy and a little bit more reserved. I like to call myself an ambivert, but I've tapped into that ambiverted side of myself because I've always been an introvert for most of my life. If your higher self requires you to be a bigger personality, you have to create an alter ego. You have to step into a second personality to embody that person that you want to become, because you have to realize that the way that you are naturally and originally, it's not going to get you there. In the podcast, Jessie Lee does mention that having an alter ego helps you become a bigger, a bolder, and just a better personality than you are in your original self. Especially if you are somebody who tends to be on the more reserved, shy, and introverted side. If you are somebody, for example, that's trying to build a brand and is trying to be on the internet, trying to be a creator in some way, or you're trying to do YouTube, but then you're like really shy and you're really quiet and like you just, you're that's who you are. I'm not saying you want to change that completely, but I'm saying you have to tap into a version of yourself that's almost like unapologetic. Like you just don't care. You don't care. Like you just have to like break down those barriers. You have to break down those beliefs that, you have to be shy and reserved and all these things and care about what people think. And oh my God, I don't want to put myself out there because people are going to talk and all these things. Like you have to break away from that because those are the things that are holding you back. So if you develop this alter ego, this second personality, you have to know how to turn that switch on. And then when you are in that personality, you are cutthroat, baby. You don't care what anybody has to say about you. The people pleaser, gone. The introverted person, gone. The person who cares about what everybody thinks, gone. The one who's not hungry, who's not ambitious, gone. Because when you are in your alter ego, it's time to work. She mentions people like Michael Jordan with his Air Jordan alter ego, Beyonce with Sasha Fierce. She steps into Sasha Fierce and that's her performance mode. Like you cannot talk to Sasha Fierce any kind of way because she is there to perform. Once your alter ego is on, you are working and you are in your higher self. And at that point, nobody can tell you anything because you are fully embodying the personality of your higher self. Of course, you have to align that alter ego with everything that is the person that you want to become. Think about it. Create an alter ego and step into that personality. Let me know what you guys think about that tip because I think that is gold and I will always go back and listen to that podcast. Stop breaking the promises that you set for yourself. Question: why is it so easy for us to show up for our spouses, our families, our children, our jobs, our careers, our communities? Why is it so easy for us to show up for all those things? But then when it comes to showing up for ourselves, that's negotiable. Like, I know I said I was gonna wake up at 6 tomorrow so that I can have an extra hour before the kids wake up and I can actually read my devotional and I can get a quick little workout in, and I can have my coffee in peace and quiet. Like I know I said I wanted to wake up at 6, but then 6 o'clock comes around and you're snoozing. Sis, you don't want it that bad. But then on the flip side, if you had a job that required you to be there at 6:30, I bet you're gonna wake up at 6. When it comes to you, it's up for negotiation. It's debatable. But when it comes to somebody else and you showing up for somebody else, that's not. Oh, well, no, I got to show up to work at 6:30 because now you're playing with my money. But it's like, okay, but if you don't wake up at 6 just so that you can have that extra hour for yourself, like you said, now you're playing with yourself. Now you're playing with your mood. Now you're playing with how you're going to feel. Because by waking up at 6, you were supposed to do that so that you can have a better day, so that you can set the tone for your day, so that you can be a happier, more positive person, so that you can show up for all the other areas of your life. But now you didn't do that because it was up for negotiation for you. You can wake up at 6 when it has to do with somebody else. But for you, you can't. Stop negotiating with yourself. Stop breaking the promises that you make with yourself. Those are the 5 things that I'm laser focusing on from now to the end of the year and even beyond. I hope that you guys found value in this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please go ahead and smash that like button so that I know that you guys enjoyed this content, because this is different for me. And if you guys want more of this stuff, I need to know that you guys are liking it. So please engage, drop a comment, let me know what your favorite tip was. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.